On March 3rd, 2026, EASA dropped a mandatory update that every single Airbus A330 operator needs to have on their radar. It's Airworthiness Directive 2026-0042. And look, this is not just more paperwork. It's a critical change for flight safety and for your compliance. So let's break down exactly what this means for you and what you've got to do.
Let's be crystal clear about something. When EASA issues an airworthiness directive, it's not a friendly suggestion. It's a non-negotiable instruction to keep an aircraft legally airworthy. And trust me, this new one has major implications for every A330 operator out there. No exceptions.
Okay, so what's the big change here? What's this all about? You know, these things don't just pop up out of the blue. This is an evolution, and it's making the rules tougher for a very, very good reason.
So this new AD 2026-0042 is officially taking the place of the older one, 2024-0213. And why the switch? Well, Airbus has come out with new and, this is the key part, more restrictive maintenance tasks. Bottom line, your old way of doing things, it's not going to cut it anymore.
Which, of course, leads us to the biggest question of all. Why? Why all the fuss to issue a whole new directive? And the answer, as it almost always is in aviation, boils down to one simple word: safety. Let's dig into the risk this AD is designed to shut down. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This comes straight from the source, from EASA itself, and they are not mincing words. They've determined that if these new maintenance rules are ignored, it could lead straight to an unsafe condition.
So to really get why this is happening, we've got to talk about something called Safe Life Airworthiness Limitation Items, or SLALI. The easiest way to think about it is like this. Certain supercritical parts on the plane are only designed to last for a set amount of time. New data has come in that changes those time limits. Because of that, the aircraft's whole maintenance schedule has to be updated. And this AD, it's basically the legal hammer that says, hey everyone, you have to make this update.
So who does this actually apply to? Who needs to be sitting up and taking notes right now? The scope is huge, so let's get really specific.
And when I say this is broad, I am not kidding. This AD applies to all Airbus A330 models. That means every single manufacturer serial number. There are 0 exceptions. Simple as that. You fly an A330, this is for you. And just to be crystal clear, especially for all you folks in planning and maintenance, we're talking about the whole shebang. The -200 and -300 series, the freighters, and both of the new engine option neoplanes. Yep, the whole A330 family is covered. All right, now let's get down to the brass tacks. This is probably the most important part of our chat today. What exactly do you need to do, and when does it need to be done by? First, though, a quick definition, because you're going to hear this acronym a lot. AMP. That's the Aircraft Maintenance Program. Think of it as the master playbook, the Bible for your aircraft's maintenance that ensures it stays safe and legal to fly. This document is right at the center of everything. Okay, this slide really cuts to the chase and breaks it all down into 2 key jobs you've got. First up, part replacements. Starting March 17th, 2026, you have to replace any of these life-limited parts before they hit the new lower life limits. And number 2, which is just as crucial, is updating your AMPIA. You've got a hard deadline of 12 months from that effective date to get these new rules officially written into your maintenance program. Okay, so what does all this mean from a 30,000-foot view? Let's talk about the real-world impact for the people running the airline. The first big number you need to burn into your brain is 12 months. That is the hard deadline for your engineering teams to get that foundational maintenance document updated for the entire A330 fleet. That's not a lot of time, and it means a ton of planning, a ton of resources, and getting that all-important sign-off from the regulators. And the second massive takeaway here is the sheer scope of this thing. It's your entire fleet. We're not just talking about your brand new planes or the older ones. We mean every single one. This is going to have a huge ripple effect on your maintenance schedules, how you buy parts, and your budgets.
And let's wrap this up with the most serious point of all. Failing to comply with this isn't some minor slap on the wrist. If your plane doesn't meet the requirements of this AD, it is legally not airworthy. It's that simple, and that means it stays on the ground. The risk of grounding is very, very real here.
All right, let's pull all this together into one final super clear checklist. This is what everyone, from the front office to the hangar floor, needs to know. Okay, quick fire round. Who's affected? All Airbus A330 operators.
What do you have to do? Update your AMP and swap out parts based on the new limits. When do you have to do it? You've got 12 months for the AMP revision, but the new part limits apply immediately from the effective date. And the big one, why? To stop a potentially unsafe condition in its tracks.
And just a really important final reminder here, while we've done our best to break this down for you, this is just a guide. You absolutely must refer to the official EASA AD 2026-0042 document for all the details. That official text, that's your Bible. It's the only source of truth that matters for compliance.
Subscribe to AEROPODA YouTube channel